We would communicate but not get anywhere, and it seemed like I would want to know what she was feeling. I could tell that something wasn't quite right, and I wouldn't understand what it was, and I was wanting her to say, and she was just not talking and saying, I don't know, nothing's wrong, but I still could tell there was, so I would persistently ask, what is it?
I always tended to have an agenda for myself. I didn't necessarily want to hear her side of things.
It would just escalate. It would just escalate really quickly, emotionally. Sometimes it would be in, like, our voices rising.
There wasn't conflict. I'm a great avoider. I would try to humor my way out of conflict or deflect, divert, anything to avoid hurting anybody's feelings.
I didn't want to talk about it, and so he would keep asking, and he's right. The more he asked, the more I would tell him, I don't want to talk about it. You know, it's not anything that's important, nothing's wrong.
I didn't know how to communicate. I didn't know how to receive or return, or, you know, just that call response type of dialogue that goes in, and I generally didn't know how to do that. I would just internalize things and shut down as opposed to engaging. That's always been the biggest part for me, is re-engaging.
And then we wouldn't get anywhere. We didn't ever get the problem talked about, and we would just quit talking about it and forget it. It wasn't forgotten though, it was always on the back burner, and it was still in our minds and bothering us, but we never brought it up again.
We had no conflict because neither one of us chose to go there. It was too difficult for us. We didn't have the means to find a way to solve any problems in a healthy way. It was all a matter of avoiding the situation, no matter what it was.
I would say that the way we handled conflict is, especially for me, was to absolutely ignore it. I would just sweep it under the rug and pretend it didn't happen. I did not want to talk about it. I didn't want to have conflict in any way.
She would never say, and I kept asking till the point we got enough frustrated, we just quit talking about it, but we were still angry inside, and that's all the further it ever got, and it never got resolved.
Yeah, generally escalation would be, the primary go-to. You know, it's an open array of all kinds of situations and blaming and finger pointing, and it definitely wasn't God-honoring. We didn't know how to open up, talk, dialogue, communicate, listen, all those things that Pledge offers, you know, in a healthy, communicative way.